of the morning! Hello guys! My name is Dark Matter 4387, otherwise known as Malcolm. It's nice to meet you again. Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Let's roll straight into it. I think we're gonna get Sayouri today. We're gonna get Sayouri today. Yeah, we're gonna get her. We're gonna get her. I don't know how. I'm not gonna say how, because someone might watch this video and judge me. So here we go, February 16th. Which one is it? It's both of them. Okay, here we go. Let's get back into it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. I'm saying this. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayouri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Oh yeah, she has the high-pitched voice, I forgot. Don't ramble. Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Oh, I'm sick, by the way. So I don't know if I'll be able to do Natsuki's really high-pitched voice. I'm going to attempt it, though. Oh, it's nothing. Oh yeah, that's terrible. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. I'm gonna try with a little higher pitch voice than I usually do. I guess you could say it's fancy. That's really terrible. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss my symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayouri liked it, and Malcolm did too. So based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Malcolm liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Ooh. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Malcolm appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? And you're that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Malcolm started showing up. Natsuki? I'm Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Oh shit. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as they just noticed I was standing there. Malcolm. She's just trying to make me look bad. But that's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. How we explain that to her, Malcolm? Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning that the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Malcolm? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. I think we'll go for Sayouri. Natsuki? Natsuki glared at me, drying up at any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turned to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayouri? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayouri uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Malcolm. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayouri wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being, she would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they just paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Hey, just how I like. I'm just kidding. I really don't care. I don't know why am I telling you this? I don't know. Sayouri stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. This is why Sayouri is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to object. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayouri's amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get hurt herself. Wait, I would hate to see her get herself hurt. There we go. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was lots of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Malcolm, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about it with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Malcolm! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go! Sayouri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayouri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayouri? Oh, yeah, no. Sayouri. About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fighting like that. I promise. They're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Malcolm, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Nope, can't do it. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayouri still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayouri. I pat Sayouri on the shoulders. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayouri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Alright. Still trying to get Sayouri. Dazzle. Intellectual's her. Boop is her. Passion. Lazy. Variance? No. I guess big words are her. Tenacious. No. Tenacious? Nope, that's still her. Okay. All big words are her. Smile. Cheer. Let's take her. Fun. Pure. No. Bouncy. No. Fronts. Yes. Kawaii. No. Oh yeah, she's cute. Right. Unstable is probably her. Kiss. No. How many did I get for her? Oh, I'm gonna lose. I need to get her. Anxiety. No. Twirl. Oh god. And oh god. Nature. There we go. Playground. No. Mouse. Despise. Fluffy. No. Loud. Awesome. Sunny. Waterfall. No. Precious. Yay, we got it. I think so. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. We've got a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the classroom, the usual scene goes on. Hi, Malcolm. I didn't read what it said, so you yo, Sayouri. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyways. Thinking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look here first, Sayouri? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayouri nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill into the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it! I can see right through you, Sayouri. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and you wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option. Excuse me. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. I hope you laugh like a mature woman that I am not. No, I can't do it. Yuri suddenly giggles over my head, but it was gone. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Malcolm to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayouri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a cheapy little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayouri. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayouri knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayouri. But what did we just do? We smacked it. Oh, with domestic violence. Oh, okay. Gah! I don't know where something smacks Sayouri in the face and tells us. Oh, we didn't smack her. Okay. Ow! What was that? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayouri glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution? Retribution? Actually, that one almost worked. I still can't do the laugh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was just gonna give it to you. Then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth you seeing your reaction, though. That's Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayouri hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayouri rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayouri suddenly clasps her hands around her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Suki takes a bite of her own cookie. And yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. So I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayouri gets out of her seat, goes behind Natsuki, and wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayouri off of her. Sayouri suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Uh-huh. Mouthful, Sayouri trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayouri? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyways? Good question. Have any of you heard about anything about her being late today? Not me. One second, I'm just gonna distill cocaine here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. Hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chooses the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. I'm just quizzically glancing. And never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't where you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Malcolm. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayouri's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayouri somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Malcolm! And Sayouri suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up. Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff, so I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Malcolm to get supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. But I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you could find a poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Malcolm? Yep, let's go. Sayouri and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayouri humps and skips around the hallway. Honestly, I feel like I'm taking kids to the mall or something. Sayouri finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayouri, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyways? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. I really hate the laughs, I really do. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone's gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Malcolm, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that! Sayouri, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that it's pretty an ordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayouri spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey Malcolm, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayouri like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself into my room more and more. So going adventurous with Sayouri brings out a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayouri heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayon! Crayons! Sayouri pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kinda dirty, though. Sayouri starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Smack! Yeah! Sayouri bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow, wow. You okay? My forehead. Sayouri clutches her forehead. Gee, Sayouri, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. So Sayouri sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayouri, but it hurts. Just do it for a second. Oh, that's obviously Crayola, by the way. Sayouri. Oh wow, this is quite the. Yeah, save that for later. Sayouri slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her back to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Malcolm, where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Wincing from the pain, Sayouri makes a silly joke. What are you saying? What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pass Sayouri on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I look at the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayouri likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. I'm in just a moment. I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayouri. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayouri here. Oh, Sayouri here. I hand Sayouri the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayouri opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayouri, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah, sorry, I forgot. Aha. Aha. Ha. Ha. How hard did you hit your head? Sayouri places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Malcolm. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over it as quickly as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and you were afraid of getting into trouble if someone found you. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know. Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kinda like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably would have hit your head. Malcolm, I don't think you realized it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really. Maybe you're right. Malcolm, I'm so glad that there's nothing changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest with myself, there's no telling where we'll end up. Where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises, but, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayouri has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry you, Monica. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayouri hops to her feet. Ah! She clenches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayouri out of the classroom. Sayouri plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. And Sayouri, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about it. I was playing with crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? Uh-huh. I have it right. Sayouri frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayouri. I have it all right here. I found the post-it paper too. Aha! Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Malcolm. Well, Sayouri, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayouri. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Uh-huh. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Who should I read poem first? Okay, Sayouri, because we're trying to get Sayouri, so. Malcolm, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. There's days, and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the one who feels that way, so. No way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much you like something. But I don't think it's that. Well, what do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, pour all those feelings out, please, come on. Wah? Wait. Wah. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my stupid life? About my own stupid life. But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayouri? I pat Sayouri's head. Wait. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayouri starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Malcolm, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sir, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Sigh. Oh. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap! Oh yeah, 1 second. Okay. Whoa! Alright. I broke my pencil. Sayouri hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down to pick up the broken pencil. Sayouri clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayouri. Yeah. I grabbed Sayouri's arm and helped her sit at her desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh. Sorry, I forgot about that. Well, it's not as good as yours. Geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I popped off my scalp. Scalp? What? I pop off my scalp? Like the lid of a cookie jar. Oh, okay. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little ball of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumbs and the forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle will start to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the rocks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off the bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked door. Finally all done, I open up, and in comes my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, and shatters over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap! Sayouri, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kinda creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, and you should be proud of it. Ah, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. Well, I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayouri's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, so next we got good old Natsuki. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Huh? Feel what? Well, anything that is in a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I'll get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me one someday. That's, So it tells me that Suki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Hey, you think so? Yeah, well I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength, but you never really struck me as her type. So you have the type all of a sudden. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But to think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wrinkly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? Cocaine. It's quite a little bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone else would agree. So the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can't be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. I'm sorry, people. I'm gonna have to go get some more cocaine because I just ran out. I'll be back. Don't click off the video. Stay there. I see you. No. Don't click that escape button. Good, you're still here. Good. Something that you're afraid of, if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. Yuri. Is it my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. Let's see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Malcolm. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? Or Sayouri's, perhaps? Well, I guess you could say that. I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I write them for myself, not for anyone else. So I don't really need for people to like them or anything. Yuri! I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried to do something in your style, I'd probably just do a terrible job. I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind, it likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning up a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your things, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that, if you'd like to read it. Of course! Isn't this the poem you wrote for today? Your nods and timidly hands me your poem. El Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread was Oh, Lord. Okay. I give the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing bread of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, the raccoon and wage, and age. Don't know what this is. G-E-R? N? Rage. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of the raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Oh, perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. And the raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I slice the bread and feed myself. But we're supposed to feed. Oh, okay, whatever. Alright. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. I know what it's about, and you will too. Soon. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid energy and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the ways it feels for me to indulge in my unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I usually force to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh? That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did. Oh, she did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. And I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry. I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, I haven't learned to embrace my own weirdness. I'd probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Alright, let's see what Monica has to say. Just Monica, right here. Hi again, Malcolm. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Aha, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for it today? Sure, here you go. Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Alright. It's pretty good. To make me think of Sayouri like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyways, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. RGB. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Waveforms? Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a piece of crust. An endless poem, meaningless. Load me. Load me? One sec, let me see something. Okay, nothing changed. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Ha. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how the space your words can totally change the mood of this poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. That was a terrible laugh. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Fourth person? She's talking to me? Save? Save again? Yes. Don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I think she's talking to us, and not the player. Like, to you. She's talking to you, not the player. That was weird. I think she knows. Okay, everyone. We're all going to read each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come and sit at the front of the poem room. It's about the festival. Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than just a few decorations. Sayouri has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets so we can give out during this event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for this event. Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing? Monika. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayouri's putting out all of the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. I can't do female laughs. Sayouri, who's been coloring a poster and holds it up for us to see? Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayouri. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it all takes in standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayouri looks worried. I guess that leaves me with no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayouri and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Expedient faces? Expectant. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I look around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayouri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayouri? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It is called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. This is a moment she practically refused to do this. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she still putting in so much effort? Cocaine! Better. As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables as a fierce and confident weapon. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. So when she's finished, everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayouri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This is one called My Medal. Sorry, I giggled. Sayouri, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Trying to think try not to think of it like you were reciting to other people. Imagine you were reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your own poem. It'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayouri begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayouri was. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayouri's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayouri meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayouri finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayouri. Even Malcolm liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayouri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a poem a little more fierce behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just kind of embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay! Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Malcolm. It's not like I can compare it to you guys anyways. Might as well let Malcolm lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki? It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I'll stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. So I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to this podium. This poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts writing the poem, her attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. It wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do it again. Ah, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess, in that case, you don't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem. I should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your way though. Oh, your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah. No problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. The festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish playing tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day! I can't wait. I can do this. Oh, I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayouri and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayouri? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Malcolm, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayouri once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayouri is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayouri. Sorry, I was spacing out. Don't worry. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayouri fumbled with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I would still walk home with Sayouri? Well, it's Yuri. And Yuri's like timid, shy. But Sayouri, I feel like she's gonna freak the fuck out if I say Yuri. I'm gonna say Sayouri. Sayouri, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Malcolm. You think about me too much sometimes. You would deserve it if she wanted it so. Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point of speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayouri to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Alright. Sayouri. Boop. No. Valentine. Nope. 3 for Natsuki. Melody. Nope. 4 for Natsuki. Headphones. 5. Accident. Strawberry. Oh god. Sparkle. There we go. Lucky. Funny. Wonderful. Adventure. Clumsy. Lust? That's her. Passion. Heartbeat. Destiny. Childhood. Milk. Heart. Shiny. Puppy. Oh, well. We got enough. I think we got more for Natsuki. Oh man. And the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Okay guys. It's been an hour. It's been an hour. I'm gonna end this video here. Get back to us. I'll see you on the next episode. Doki Doki Literature Club. Where we're gonna get to the bone of what's gonna happen next episode. I'll see you later. Don't forget to like, subscribe, smash the like button, and Doki Doki. Alright. Peace.